Hi, I'm ST Billingsley for Community Conversations on What's Up Prince William. Today we have Karl Minter from the Organization of Black Aerospace Professionals. Thanks for being on our
Good morning.
show today.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
So tell me about your organization and what it's about.
Okay, so OBAP, which is the moniker for it, Organization of Black Aerospace Professionals, we've been in the communities across the nation for about 40 years. In fact, this is our 40th year. And what we try to do is encourage young people to get interested in careers in aerospace. Mechanics, pilots, operators, business folks. There are so many careers within the umbrella of aerospace that young people need to know about, that the information is not getting out there as effectively, to make them in a position to make good decisions in terms of careers. So we try to help out. We try to bridge that gap, connect the dots.
So how does that work with Prince William County as far as your organization?
Yeah, well, we've been leveraging some relationships for the last 17 years here in Prince William. We run what's called an aviation career education camp, and we collaborate with other organizations such as NOVA, and we run it right out of the NOVA Manassas campus. We have an ACE camp that's going to be starting up in July. It's going to run from the 11th through the 22nd of July. And it's open to students who are 13 to 18 years old. And the goal is to get them interested in careers in engineering, science, technology, mathematics, all of that under the umbrella of aerospace. They can go to our website and look on board for an application. We do have some slots that are still open and available for them. The goal is also to get young people energized about the possibilities of what they can do as a career.
So your organization is also bigger than just Prince William. It's a national organization. So tell me a little bit about what you do nationally, whether it be different cities, and then also how long you've been doing this for, so how it has helped people come into the field.
Okay, so we have been in the nonprofit world for 40 years. In fact, this is our 40th year. And we are about 6,000 members strong nationwide, and we all are volunteers. So I have a regular day job. As everybody else within the organization. I'm a pilot for United Airlines. But part of my responsibility as a responsible adult is to give back from the blessings that I've been given. So we go out and we talk in communities, we talk to young people, we collaborate with organizations so that we can put on programs nationwide to allow young people to get into the aerospace career field. Our charter and our mission is to inspire young people, educate young people, to provide opportunities for them to get into the career fields.
And with Manassas Airport, is there any businesses, or do you work with the actual airport organization itself?
We sure do. So for instance, here in the local Prince William County area, not only are we doing a 2-week ACE camp on campus at NOVA in Manassas, but we work with Dulles Aviation out of Manassas Airport. We work with the FAA over at the tower there at Dulles, and at the tower over at Manassas Airport. We work with United Airlines. We work with other organizations like the National Coalition of Black Federal Aviation Employees to bring students together so that they can visit. For instance, this year's camp that's going to run the 11th through the 22nd of July. We're going to visit Andrews Air Force Base. We're going to visit the FAA facility over in Vent Hill. We're going to go up to NASA over in Goddard Space Center. We're going to go over to MITRE Corporation and talk there. So the students are going to be doing a little bit different this year than we were doing last year. They're going to do some work on the campus in terms of classroom work, and then we're going to collaborate and go out and do field work by going and visiting companies to show how they link together, the classroom and the actual job. It's a pretty interesting and pretty exciting opportunity.
It sounds great, and thank you very much for your time and your effort that you put into this organization. Also with tying into Prince William County for the students and young people here. Thank you for being on our show. We hope to have you on again, and so you can talk about some other activities and events that you'll have coming up in the future, and also to see how maybe we'll get one of the young people who've been in your program on here.
Absolutely. We'd love to be able to have that opportunity to do that, because we realize as adults it's not about us because we have our careers, it's about the young people behind us, so we're paying it forward.
That's great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us today on Community Conversations for What's Up Prince William.